Kahalayim Layahal Bashim Yavashai Bakashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brothers out there teaching the truth and sincerity and believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh through the Rakakwadash. So, real quick, unconscious bias are social stereotypes about certain groups of people that individuals from outside their own conscious awareness. Everyone holds unconscious beliefs about various social and identity groups, and these biases stem from one's tendency to organize social worlds by categorizing. So, why am I talking about this? Well, we had a training yesterday, and the coordinator for the training was a so-called white person. Now, she said she was Mexican, but she was claiming white. Just like if I had to put on a piece of paper for an application, I'll put Mexican, and then I'll put white. Not putting white because I claim to be white. I know I'm Afro-Mexican. Well, just to categorize, right? We're categorizing. So, the whole training was terrible, man. Because it was a white lady telling us about her privileges. How she doesn't have to worry about this or that, or never had to worry about a cop blasting her. Well, she never been scared when she got pulled over. That's basically what it was. And basically, at the end, she was like, so don't hold any grudges or something, you know, let's move on. Basically, it's just this whole Edomite sentiment. The Edomites don't want to pay for their sins. They don't feel like they have to. But they do. They do have to, and they will. They do have to, and they will, and they're going to. That's just the facts of the matter. Like somebody would say, the facts of life. So everybody has a biased opinion, whether it's unconscious or you're conscious about it. That's why if you're a Hebrew Israelite, you're conscious, right? You know what's going on somewhat. You go about living your life because everything that you do is either kosher or not, in terms of being a Hebrew Israelite. So basically, these Edomites want you to proceed with life as like you're an American. Like, shit don't happen to you, but it does, and it happens specifically to you. Now, these trainings contradict each other. Counter means against, and dict means word, or saying, something like that. So in one training, they're telling you, you gotta respect boundaries, you gotta be conscious of slavery, this, that, and the other. There's stuff about what the fuck's it called? It's a fucking term I've been using. It skips my mind right now. But it's when, like, in your DNA, something traumatic happens in your life, and you pass it down to the next generation. I forget. It's right at the tip of my tongue, but I'm not too worried about it. It's not eugenics. Epigenics. There it is. So another way of saying it is, how can you forget what happened to you if you're gonna keep remembering it through the regeneration. So these fucking white folks are, man, straight out of fucking comic book. Straight up. They're fucking jokes. They're just so like you. I'm going home again from the office. But these Edomites, they're ready to sweep this under the rug. And it's not going to start with the masses of people. It's going to start with the educated people, the people that have backgrounds in education from 4-year, 6-year, even a doctorate college. Why? Because that's the way they were trained. They are not really educated. Well, they are. They're built up the way their society wants them to be, which is not a free-thinking individual. Because if you're saying shit like, oh, you gotta forget about what white people did, I mean, so they're not talking about generational wealth. They're talking about there's no such thing as generational wealth, the white people that came from Europe, the Edomites, and they destroyed our land, basically put hell on us. There's nobody benefiting from that anymore. That's a real bullshit sentiment from the government, man, because this is the government that's benefiting from all of it. In the other European countries. Man, these motherfuckers are straight flipping. And if I would have said something, oh, well, how about reparations? She would have used her mumbo jumbo. But at the end of the day, she probably wouldn't want to commit suicide. Because I'm not forgetting. I will let it be known, and I'll remind you of it. And then people want to not remember the bad stuff. Just like when a demon hops on you and tries to make you remember the wicked shit you used to do when you were in the world. Right? But you can't forget it. You can move on. But for Esau's case, he's going to have to pay up. He's going to have to pay up, divvy up. It pays. There's a cost to pay for you to be the boss. You got to pay the cost to be the boss, man, because it's not free. Nothing's free. Just like we're having to sacrifice, make ourselves living sacrifices for this truth. And every video that gets put up, and every time a brother prays, and every time there's somebody worshiping the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, there is a reward. Justice and all that stuff is coming. All that good stuff. Can't imagine about getting payback, because it ain't never worked for us. We never got no payback for nothing. When did we ever get paid restitution for something? This cop's gonna pull someone over. That's what they do. They hurt you and then they say, "Oh, forget about it." It's like man, you just had a bad dream. Go back to sleep. Don't worry about it. Just a bad dream. So if you tell them, well, who put us in slavery, who killed, raped, murdered, robbed, and who knows what else, who cut babies out of mothers' stomachs when they were still pregnant, who bashed these babies on rocks, they don't want to hear it. They just want to get forgiven, because their sentiment is, well, we didn't actually do that, it wasn't actually us. They don't believe that they are their forefathers, they are their ancestors. And that's how generational wealth is built, through the inheritance that they receive. Every time they get rewarded, they seem to forget where it came from. So I'm here at my destination. With that, I'm gonna say Kahalayum Lai Hal Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles, peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brothers out there teaching the truth in sincerity. In the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.